Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, you guys had a great Wednesday. Today is obviously Thursday. Looking at the results of the poll, 62% currently out of 13 votes right now on YouTube. There's 14 people on YouTube, so that's pretty damn good. Are saying that they do not have enough food stores put back. 38% say yes. That's not bad. That's a little bit better than the national average. Only 30% say that they have enough put back. Give me a second. As usual, I am a one-man show right now. So I've got to figure out how to get that. Let's go ahead and remove that. There we go. And let's put this guy where he needs to be. I think that's that. There we go. That's a better spot right there. Okay. If I can get a comp check, that'd be super great. I appreciate it. And obviously, if you guys have not hit that smash that like button, if you guys could please do that, that does greatly help the channel. Okay, we're going to turn that off right there. And then we're going to roll on over to the comments. Let's see here. And, it looks like the old rumbles are rumbling away, which is super awesome. Let's see here. Andy Pearson first. And then we got Laser number 2. I can't even say it. I can't even say your name, bro. But you're the turd. I'm just going to call you Puck. I'm going to call you Puck, bro. Welcome to the stream on Rumble. I don't remember you, so please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern, and I make other videos too. I'll be talking about a few of those things. But I really, your name gives me a good giggle, man. I appreciate you. Hicktown Honey's in the house. Where we got here, and hopefully I said Laser because he's number 2. We got the real Patriot Medic is in the house. That's great. That's great. How many smack that thumbs button, that thumb button? And Andy Pearson says 5x5 along with the real Patriot Medic over there on Rumble. So I'm glad to see our sound is going through the Rumbles. Let's see here. Checking on the YouTube side, guys. Cool Coat was first. Jordan was number 2. Bradley was the third. Southern Tier Prepper. Tuck is in the house. Tuck BV. But I just call you Tuck. West Virginia Pappy. Where we got here? Southern Tier. Rose is in the house. Bob is here. Where we got here? We got Hillbilly Sheepherder. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. It looks like so. And the current score, if you guys don't know what the score is, that's the amount of people that are in one stream versus the other. The current score is 19 Rumble, 18 YouTube. So the fight continues. Let's see, going to the chat and seeing what you guys were yapping about when I was pushing all these buttons and trying to make things work. Let's see. Southern Tier Pepper says, morning. Never enough put back. Need hefty stores and resupply plan or you'll never make it. Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. For those of you on the Rumble side, you guys saw the poll, but I mean, and we'll go back. We'll check it later because I'm sure other people will see it and then we'll see differences. But anyway, let's see here. I will tell you guys that I am in the process of going. Rumble has their own free, for lack of better words, transmitting software that's similar to the ones that I'm using now, and I'm kind of curious about some of its features. But everything is time, guys. Everything is time. It takes me time to learn these things. So let's see here. Tuck says, nothing I have is enough, is in the enough category. That's the objective statement. Even if I got enough today delivered free, I don't have enough space for it. And Tuck, that's exactly what this live stream is about. Prepping in small spaces and the things that we have to think about. Let's see here. And what do we got here? Southern Tier Prepper says, where are we at? Morning Tuck. I'm going to try to go live around 11 or 12. Hope to see you there. Oh, a little shameless self-promotion there, Southern Tier Prepper. If it was anybody else, I would say goodbye to you, but I know you got your thing. So let's see here. You got a whole bunch of people popping in here. Where are we at here? Debbie says, morning. Thank goodness for my Eco Flow. Got coffee, power, been out since yesterday. Okay, got coffee. Power's been out since yesterday. This is not you. This is me. I am the reader. My girlfriend doesn't believe I read. Let's see. Ian showed up and Cool Cold is here. So good to see you guys. Let's go ahead and turn that off right there. All right. So that looks like that's about it in the chat. Administratively, guys, if you're watching this for the on the replay, there is a you can on the YouTubes, you can go find the fast forward number. It will tell you like a little thing there in the top of the description. You can push that and boop, but if you're watching this, clearly you found it. Anyhow, let's see. I think that's going to be it for right now. How did that happen? What is going on here? Oh, I see what it did. Check that out. Oh, okay. I got to figure it out. There used to be a button on here where you could push the chat into the screen where you could like see, everybody could see what they were typing, and people like that. But it's gone. It disappeared. So okay, let's see here. We're going to start off with small spaces, guys. What we have to do, how do we get this live stream started? For those with limited space, optimizing storage and selecting compact gear are crucial for maintaining a robust preparedness plan. In fact, I very unintentionally called somebody out yesterday about I can't remember what the exact subject was. But then they quickly realized that they needed to have a written plan, and they even told me so. So learning had occurred. I appreciate that. It means I'm not wasting my time here. So what makes me think about small spaces, for anybody who knows me personally, and I guess I'll share that with you now so you guys can personally know me, is that I lived in an RV for almost a year when I started my company down in Florida. And I did it by choice. It was a great opportunity. I mean, at the time I was living in an RV resort, and I actually have a very large RV. One of those with the pop outs on the sides, and it's an older one. But it's got a bedroom and a kitchen, and I mean, it has everything I needed it. But once you start putting more than one person in it, it's not very big, and you learn to live in a very small space, not just as a human being, but as far as like storage things. You start to like, well, I mean, I really wish I had a shed where I could keep stuff, and a lot of people do that in the RV community. But anyway, so I was living in an RV community for $600 a month, and that paid for my power, that paid for my water, it paid for my sewage. I had 2 swimming pools and 3 hot tubs. I had a running track. I had a fishing pond, and I paid $600 a month. My only other bill was the internet bill. You had to pay for your own internet. You had to pump it in, unless you could hit their Wi-Fi, which was spotty at best. But anyway, so it was a great deal. It was a great learning experience. I enjoyed it, but it is very tricky because you have to learn how to work and live in very small spaces, and then how to store things that you want to have without like the world, without you walking into your dwelling looking like a freaking hoarder. You know what I'm saying? So what we're going to talk about is some strategies and gear solutions for effectively storing essential supplies without compromising preparedness. Let's see here. I've got some more people popping in here, so I'm going to say hi to them. We got Creative Redundancy showed up. Good morning, my friend. We've got Jamie Johnson. Good morning. Catitude showed up. Good morning. I love when people just pop in and say good morning. There's something very human about that, and I think that that's something that even the lurkers can learn. The lurkers can learn. And oh, by the way, on the YouTube is now in the lead, 23-16. Bum bum bum. Okay, so we're going to take a sip of coffee. Everybody take a sip of coffee with me. Take a it's good for you. Did you know that during the Gulf War, there was actually a study that said that coffee and cigarettes were good for you? Not a joke. Okay, so strategies for compact preparedness. Now remember, I'm not just talking about RVs. I'm talking about people that have small spaces, and even people that have large homes where they can store whatever they want. These are still ideas that can help them to store things. I think I'm going to take another sip of coffee here. All right, let's see. I'm just making small talk. There you go, Creative Redundancy. All right, so number 1, prioritize multi-use items. You need to have versatile gear. You need to opt for tools and supplies that serve multiple purposes, reducing the overall number of items needed. You know, for example, a multi-tool can replace several single function tools. Now, with that said, I am not a fan of multi-tools unless I absolutely need to use one. But if you don't have room to store, I don't know, needle nose pliers, Phillips head, flathead, knife, you know what I'm saying? The list goes on for a multi-tool. Think about it from the position of redundancy. Using a normal screwdriver is 100 times easier than using the screwdriver on a multi-tool, but having that redundancy is a thing that is going to make things smaller for you. Deanna showed up. Good morning. Let's see here. Billy Jack says, I was reading the chat. Good morning. Coffee and cigarettes force you to take a break. I got you. Let's see. Multi-tool is better than no tool. Hicktown Honey says, yes. She's the greater sign. She's smart. Let's see here. The next thing is use vertical and hidden spaces. Vertical storage. Utilize wall space with shelves, pegboards, or hanging organizers. Often our brains are not tuned. Mine is not tuned for thinking outside of the box. These ingenious ideas, they take forever to come to my brain. So one of the things that I do is I will Google whatever I'm looking for this. And for this particular case, maybe I would Google vertical storage ideas. And then when whatever pops up, I just hit the images button and I see all of these pictures of vertical storage ideas. So maybe that can help you. Now, an example of this should be to maybe store first aid kits and small gear in wall-mounted cabinets. You might also want to look at hidden storage. Use under bed storage containers. Space behind doors and doors and furniture, and even some places have hidden compartments. I have in the other property. I have this weird access in one of my bedrooms upstairs that goes to like a crawl space that goes nowhere. And so, well, that's a great place to store stuff that's not going to melt from the sun or melt from the heat coming off the roof, so things like that. So also good examples are, you store emergency blankets or canned food under beds or ottomans. I've told you guys 1,000 times, I have a year's worth of freeze-dried food under my bed. So, it's using all of those spaces is a very simple thing, I'm going to go to the chat real quick here. Looks like we got some stuff going on. Where are we at here? Creative Redundancy says, multi-tool good for lots tasks, but may not be the greatest option. Yes, exactly. I mean, I have tools. I have lots of tools, but it's an idea. It's something. I think the general concept is redundancy and multiple capabilities. The cat's chewing on something. What? Leave that alone. That's not yours. That's not yours. She wants to chew on the cables. I really need to do something about that. Let's see here. Rose says, have thoughts for inside walls between studs. Wow, you're kind of going deep there. But I mean, I don't know if a can can fit. Can fit on a 2x, basically the width of a 2x4? Interesting. I maybe, yeah. Let's see. Southern Chair Prepper says Pinterest is amazing for getting storage ideas of all kinds. Absolutely true. Jordan says between the studs is unfinished basement stores cans nicely. There you go. So with that, now here's the only thing you got to worry about. That you just need to make sure that there's not any maximum or a massive temperature changes, because that will cause condensation on the outside of the cans. It could have effects on the inside of the can as well. Let's see here. Laser point. Yeah, I know. I need a laser pointer for the cat. Rose says small cans can fit there. Gotcha. You know what? She's got it. Well, he's got his toy right over the top. Oh, come here, you. Come here, you monster. It's okay. Come here, you monster. Let's show everybody to you. This is his favorite toy, and he's just being you're being a jerk. You're being a jerk. As long as you're scratching his head, he seems to be happy. He's a little monster, though. He doesn't even like to be held, but he's a very loving cat. All right, we're going to let you go now. There you go. All right, and then go get that. All right, back to work. Okay, man, YouTube, you're knocking it out of the park today. 28-14. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Okay, so back on that. Let's see here. Places around. What's that mean, Billy? Billy, what does that mean? Places around town. I'm not sure what you're saying, but I'm interested. True Speak Dad showed up. Good morning, my friend. Andy Pearson says my cat doesn't care what you say. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so we talked about using vertical hidden spaces. Then so let's go ahead and move on to compact, collapsible, and modular items. You know, collapsible gear, select items that can be folded or collapsed when not in use. An example is collapsible water containers or foldable camp stoves. Also, modular systems. Choose storage solutions that can be expanded or rearranged as needed. Example, stackable bins or modular shelving units. Now, when I lived in the RV, all of our non-microwavable bowls were those expando bowls. They, I guess, I don't know if we would call them accordion bowls or whatever, but you could get those suckers down flat. And when you needed a bowl to like make a salad in or mix something up with or whatever it was, you just did what you had to do and washed it and dried it and put it back. And then you could like we had in the shelves, we had where these bowls were just stacked like flat pieces of plastic on top of each other. So I think that's an idea to use as well. I'm not really a fan of the folding kitchen utensils. Like they make them so they pivot in the middle and they only take up half the length. Those things are really like you're trying to use them and they're crap. But there's all sorts of things that you can use. I always tell people if they really want to minimize the things that are in their shelves is to go to, I think, what is it? Goods. I don't think it's Goods. It might be Good Sam's or like RV World. No, Camping World. Okay. Go to their website and start looking at the RV, what is it? Kitchenware. And you'll find all sorts of stuff that is like, it just gets real small, real fast. Let's see here. Where are we at? Jordan says, I think he's talking about caches around town. I gotcha. Ian says hidden caches. Also, put some food right at your old spot. Yes. Yeah. Make sure that it's not affected by the atmosphere temperature. Make sure of that. You can't just go willy-nilly when you're going to put food in caches. You got to really seal that stuff up. Okay, and let's see here. So we're going to go to number four. Yeah, smart packaging. We're going to talk about vacuum sealing. Now, you use vacuum sealed foods. You want to vacuum seal foods, but also when you you can buy vacuum sealed bags. Okay. And what that does is it takes up less space. It's absolutely amazing. We use the vacuum seal bags here at the house for storing our winter clothes, or winter jackets, things like that. And you just put like this. You put like this deep of jackets into one of these bags. You seal it up, and you hit that with a vacuum cleaner, and it's this big. And then you just slip it under your bed. You can pile them on top of each other. Make sure that you buy a premium one, because if you buy the crap ones, you're going to end up with bags that you can't get out from underneath your bed because they've come unvacuumed. Let's see here, but also compression bags. Where are we at here? You can use them for clothing, blankets, or soft goods. An example of that would be a compression sack for sleeping bags or winter clothes. Now, I do not agree with that, and I really shouldn't have written it that way, because I wasn't thinking until just this very second, guys. Sleeping bags should never be stored wrapped up. They should never be stored compressed. That's why they have these two little loops at the foot of the sleeping bag on the outside of it, so that you can put it on a hanger and hang it. And the reason you do that is so that the filling, whether it's down or it's synthetic, I prefer synthetic. Down is warmer, but the synthetic is more survivable when you get it wet. Anyway, that way it doesn't become compacted because it loses its insulation qualities the more compact it is. And if you leave it stored compact for a long period of time, then you're going to have a sleeping bag that will not keep you warm, which is its due to complete. This is so stupid. I've been waiting for a couple of packages for like 4 days. You know, it's just out of control. But anyway, I'm not going to let it affect my positive mentality with you guys. So make sure you understand that about sleeping bags. Let's see here. Roker trailer, then them Today Show. Remember when Al Roker trailed them on the Today Show? Lays things like close flat. Put some food right. You guys are gonna have to start using complete sentences. I don't remember what Al Roker trailed, who he trailed on the Today Show. I remember Al Roker. He's all skinny now. Let's see here. Big Prepper says, here we go. And I know why. I don't even have to. Big Prepper says you can abuse the stuff out of a wool blanket and it'll be okay. Absolutely true. In fact, one of our sponsors actually sells still sells what they're calling emergency wool blankets. That will be something that we're actually going to talk about probably tomorrow for the sponsorship. But yes, lots of people are allergic to wool. Test a wool blanket first. Absolutely, 100% good advice. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to try and do this. I feel like it's time. No, it's not time. Okay, so the next thing is going to be digitizing resources. So digital storage. You want to store manuals, guides, and important documents digitally on USB drives or cloud storage. I'm not an advocate of cloud storage, but the nice thing about the cloud is you can access it anywhere. An example of this could be downloading survival guides onto a tablet or a reader, something like this that you could use as your digital library. Okay. Now, when I say that, I know there's always going to be advocates for things of paper. If you guys know me, you know that I actually have a go bag. I have it's basically almost like a suitcase. It's kind of like my go bag. It has all my documents in it. If there's a fire and everybody's out or whatever, I'm not worried about grabbing anything but this box because it has copies of everything inside of it that I can instantly use instead of saying, can I use your computer to print this out with my thumb drive? Now, I do have the thumb drives, and everybody's got one, and they do have all the data, but you having that digital resource is absolutely amazing. I know people that actually have like everything that is about them on an encrypted thumb drive that is on their keychain. So they literally just have to grab their keychain and run out of the house or do whatever. So they basically always have their data with them. Okay, let's see here. We got some stuff. Lots of people are allergic. What we got? I'm allergic to wool. Catitude's allergic to wood. Okay. Alpaca blankets might be an alternative. Yes, alpaca, because as I understand, alpaca is allergen free. So somebody put something in the chat and let me know if that's true. Oops, showed up. Good to see you, bro. How do thumb drives and good morning? Are you asking how you do your thumb drives? You scan all of your documents that are important to you. In this particular case that we're talking about, like manuals, guides, instruction things, but also you could digitize your all of your driver's license, your social security card, your birth certificate, the title to your car, your house, your registration. You can digitize it all and keep it on a thumb drive. All right, let's see. And where we at here? Rose says, have DIY on disk, thumb drives. I can't see it. Thumb drives and spare portable hard drives. Yes, yes. Play on words. Oops. It is what it is. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Andy says, collapsible bowls are great for travel too. Yes, exactly. When I used to hike with my favorite dog who has passed away. He was long before I was in the prepper sphere. But I used to hike with him, and he carried his own water and a bowl, and it was a collapsible dog bowl. And you just boop, and green was for his food and blue was for his water. And when it was time to take a water break, he would come over to me and I would unzip his stuff and pull it out and, and put some water in there and maybe give him a little snack. And he would just, anyway, Valor was a great dog. Anyway, so regular inventory and rotation. Let's see here. Inventory management. Keep a checklist of items and their locations to avoid duplicates and ensure you know where everything is. An example, use apps or spreadsheets to track supplies, rotate your supplies regularly. You could regularly rotate food, batteries, and medical supplies to keep them fresh and usable. Now, when we talk about inventory, the key words inside of there is to make sure that you're avoiding duplicates. When you're in a very small space and you're trying to prep, it's great to have, you can follow the one is none, two, or one is none, two is one rule all you want. But let's face it, you're in a small space. Space is the premium, and you need to make sure that you have things that are not duplicated, that don't need to be duplicated. What comes to mind with me personally is stamps. I have I need to mail something. I go to the post office or the Wally World and I say, I need some stamps. And they give me a book of stamps and I pay $7 million for it. And then I use the stamp and then I put the stamps with the envelopes and then I lose the thing of envelopes. So now I need to go back next time. And several months later, I got to go. I can't find this thing anywhere. So now, you know what I'm saying? So it's just good to have some kind of inventory of what you have when you're living in a small space, regardless. All right, let's see here. Tuck says, I need to get a comprehensive inventory. I put it off. I set up new shelves, but I'm going to guess that's it. But that's been delayed. I got you. Yeah, I mean, it happens. Whenever we change something in our system, it can really have effects on everything else in the system. And if we change one stupid little thing, then it can really oh shit, well, I'm not doing that now, So it's interesting that it happens that way. Okay, so I think it's time to hit that first sponsorship, guys. You guys know I'm doing this. Let's see here. Who did I pick? Oh, that's right. I picked this. We picked today is where are we at here? And I've actually got some of my stuff together today, guys. Refuge Medical. Now, why Refuge? Why is my thing all off? There we go. Refuge Medical. Okay. Now, why did I pick them? And it's actually Refuge Medical Training. A lot of people don't know that. Now, Refuge Medical is obviously a sponsor for Prep Stock. Refuge Medical is a family-owned and operated business based out of Eastern Oklahoma. They design and manufacture handmade, made in America, guaranteed for life first aid kits for military, law enforcement, EMS, firefighters, and civilians. Guys, I'm a real advocate of this company because they make quality gear. Now, everybody knows you get what you pay for, and their gear can be a little expensive for the average Joe. But when it's guaranteed for life, that's like an investment, man. That's like buying a Glock. You gotta, it's got to work out of the box every time, and this stuff actually does. Now, why are we talking about it? Not just because they're a sponsor at Prep Stock, not because they give us a buttload of stuff to give away to and I said fuggin', by the way. That's my lazy way of saying the word I'm not supposed to say. They gave us a whole buttload of gear to give away to the people at Prep Stock. But I just got an email from them saying that they have what they call their summer burner kit that they're giving away to you for free. Let's see here. You know what? Where are we at? I wonder if I can share that. I wonder if I can share that screen. I'm gonna, today is a little bit. I got a little bit more time on my hands today, so today I can do a little bit more. We're gonna go ahead and add. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Cancel. I want to maybe edit layout. No, I don't want to edit layout. Why is it doing this? Stop screen name. All right. And no, I don't want to invite. See, this is what happens when you're a one-man show. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do that, and we're going to window. Let's do this one. Oh, let's do that. There we go. Boom. Let's do that one. Cha-cha. And there you go. The summer burner kit, guys. With any purchase and purchase any first aid kit of $125 or over to receive a free summer burn kit. Now, if you guys know anything about their survival or their first aid kits, they're well over $200. So you're going to get this like right off the bat, But inside of this summer burn kit, it's a $26 value, but you will get it for free. We've got number two cohesive bandages. You've got one 4x16 burn dressing. You've got one 4x4 burn shield dressing, and you got one exoform petroleum dressing. So, guys, I don't think that if you look at the prices of some of this stuff online, I don't think that this is a real issue, to be honest with you. So going over to refugeemedical.com, there is a link in the description. Check it out. Also, that's right. I don't have a code for these guys. Maybe we'll have to do something about that in the future. But go there, get their stuff. It's solid gear. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go over to that template, just like that. And looks like Rumble's losing big time today. 15 or 25-15 in YouTube. It's YouTube to Rumble 26-15. Man, it's just okay. It is what it is. Let's see here. Andy says cloud only as a backup. If service is down, you are screwed. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. These are all facts. Let's see here. Oops says I've got to do a complete inventory and reorganization. Yeah, it is. It is absolutely. If you just schedule it like once every 6 months, put it on the calendar, and I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying? It'll get done. If you don't schedule it, it's not going to get done. Southern Tier Prepper says, looking forward to being totally organized in the new house whenever that happens. If you guys didn't know, Southern Tier Prepper had a tractor drive through her house, and she's in the process of getting it rebuilt right now. Okay. What do we got here? Rumble will always have at least one. Me. I got you, Andy. Ian says, if you use their med kit, they will restock the kit for you. Yes. I think they're up to 125. Well, it's if you use their kit to save a life and you can actually provide some kind of reasonable proof. You know what I'm saying? They'll actually restock your entire kit for absolutely free. And I think last time I checked, it was 125 lives saved. Let's see. Where are we at here? Creative Redundancy says start in one space and build on it. That's true. Big Prepper says they make great gear, but it was all out of my price range. I did a lot of comparisons and what they sell, and some of it is a good deal, but a lot of it was marked up 3 times and could buy it cheaper on eBay. Okay, so let me address that. Because you're about halfway right. So years ago, I got kind of pissed off at this company. Okay, and I got pissed off because they came out with the surgical bucket, and I was watching a video. It was that dude that's got the streak in his hair and talks like this all the time. Anyway, you guys know who Magic. You guys know who I'm talking about. I don't really watch him anymore, but anyhow, he was really selling the crap out of this bucket, and I just watched him just pull gauze and gauze and gauze and gauze, and I was thinking, this is ridiculous. So I actually sat down, got the inventory for what was in the bucket, and I did some comparison shopping by piece, by component. And what I found out is that it's not actually 100% true that there's a markup. Okay. What's true is that some items are more expensive than others. For instance, they had put the surgical kit, it's a U.S. Army Medics Field Surgical Kit. It's a little green thingy that pops out. I have one myself. They had that one at like $32. And that I could get it on eBay, or not on eBay, on YouTube for like 19 bucks. And so there's things like that. But the problem is when you get, and because I've built emergency kits for the mag that I used to be part of. And, you know, like we knew that we could do this cheaper. The problem is you have to buy all the components in bulk in order to get that one kit down to a certain price range. Okay. For example, the kit that we were competing against that pissed us off so much was a kit that was being offered by Mr. Special Forces himself. Was it Mike Grow, something like that? He was offering that out when he first started his company, and they wanted way too much money for it. So we actually built our own kits for well under that, but you have to buy in bulk. It's like if you want to save money on gauze, you've got to buy an entire bag of gauze. Okay. And so, you know, things like that. If you want to save money on, you know, eye protection or gloves, you've got to buy in bulk in order to save the money on that. But in the end, I mean, how many kits are you going to make? You're going to have more supplies than you really need for kits. So, and you know, the other thing too is remember that he's got people that work for him too. You know, it's a business. It's not some crap out of China. They actually like hand stitch that crap. So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's see here. Let's see. In very large store, anything. What is this? I've got lots of new input, and it's a very large store. Load of anything and everything that will take days to get in order. Oh man, I got you. Let's see here. I don't know what AAPGM is. American Prepper. Good. Oh, American Prepper, sir. Good morning, my friend. Good to see you. Ian says, but are those cheaper kits very compliant? I'm not sure who you're asking. I don't know who you're asking that to, Ian. There's a conversation that took place. Let's see here. Okay, I think we're good. Let's take a sip of coffee. Let's move on because we really spent way too much time on Refuge Medical. Okay. So compact gear solutions, compact food storage. Okay. Freeze-dried meals, lightweight, compact. These meals only require water to prepare. Some of the brands that you can get are Mountain House, which I do not recommend. Oh my God, Mountain House. Anybody who loves Mountain House, I'm truly happy for you, but it tastes like crap to me. And then you've got Wise, and then you've got, or actually Ready Wise. You've got Wise. There are a whole handful of them out there. And basically, the more you spend for individual packets, the better the food's going to taste. Let's see here. Dehydrated foods, which we talked about yesterday. Store in Mylar bags or vacuum sealed pouches. An example could be dehydrated fruits, vegetables, and jerky. Don't forget about the high energy bars. You know, the compact. They are calorically dense. You know, example could be the Cliff Bars, the SOS, emergency food rations, and such. Please remember that with the SOS food rations, you don't really have this issue. Those things are basically 25-year shelf life. Cliff Bars, guys, 6 months, maybe a year if you're lucky, if you stored it absolutely perfectly. But a lot of these high energy bars still have oil in them. Oil means things can go rancid. All right. And then water solutions, guys. Water solutions, collapsible water containers are easy to store when empty. I actually have a water bottle that I picked up for $1 at a yard sale. It's like this big. It's like this long. Well, this too tall. It's about that tall. And then you can actually, like, when you take the top of it, it's like it's like a spiral accordion. And I looked at these things. They're like $30 for this bottle. I got it for $1. Anyway, so I've got one of those someplace. Let's see here. And examples, where are we at here? The platypus and the vapor. And then you get compact filters, portable water filters that take up minimal space. Brands are obviously the Sawyer Mini, Live Straw, but I don't really see those as long-term uses. Those are more emergencies. I would always recommend to people that, and yes, I'm an affiliate, that you use the water machine. The water machine is freaking awesome, and it's beautiful. I use it every single day. I'm still on my first set of filters. It is super awesome. All right, let's see here. And then we've got, and if you're interested in that, go to localprepper.net and find my trusted products. Stroll to the bottom and you will see it in all of its glory. Let's see here. Water purification tablets. They're lightweight and compact for treating water. And the examples of that are the Aqua Tabs and Portable Aqua. I'm sorry. Ooh, there it is, first yawn. Potable Aqua. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. What do we got here? Oh, that's interesting. No, China. Berry compliance is a percentage. That's interesting to know. Berry compliance is a percentage made in the U.S. or by friendly nations. Everything that they use at, I want to say Bear Independent. That's not right. At Refuge Medical is 100% sourced and made in the United States. Let's see here. Square bins and containers use space better than round ones. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. The only thing you just got to watch out, people like to get the fancy square ones that are tapered at the bottom. You're literally throwing that space away. And we're really, at this point, we're kind of micro, I don't know, screening what we're doing. Micro questioning. We're down in the nitty gritty. We are in the micro terrain of storage devices. If we're worried about these corners being tapered, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're literally throwing waste away. Just a square container. They're perfect. That's a good call. Creative redundancy. Where are we at here? Big Prepper says, I bought a lot of Grizzly pound cake bars so my fat ass can still live the good life in the apocalypse. I've never heard of Grizzly pound cake bars before, but they sound delicious. Let's see here. Tuck says, unfortunately, I have almost no FD foods. I don't know what FD foods is. I choose to go volume, but I will be shifting over to FD food. Oh, freeze dried with a focus on meals. Yes, I mean, so here's the thing, guys. With the freeze-dried food, you can eat it every day. Just rehydrate it. It's that easy. I used to do, if you guys didn't know this, I actually used to do, I'm not even, I used to do the TikTok advertisements for a very large freeze-dried survival food company, if you didn't know that. And you always, at the end of my videos were always, it was like, yeah, pretty cheesy, huh? They love that crap. They love that. But you can eat freeze-dried food every day. You just have to rehydrate it and eat it, and like I said, if it tastes good, it tastes good. If not, spice the hell out of it. All right, see here. But buckets were that I could afford at the time. I got you. Where do you source non-tapered containers? Where do you source non-tapered containers? I mean, just go to Amazon and square storage container. It's called a box. It's called a box. And I'm not being facetious, but it's called a box. But what you can also do too is ideas of not wasting space. You've got those, I think they're like living room. It's like this piece of furniture. Okay. And it looks like it has little squares all over it. And then you have these square bins that you put your stuff in and slide it right in. That's a good example right there. Let's see here. All American Prepper says, I love Refuge Medical. I have a lot of their stuff. And me and Little Miss Prepper took their Stop the Bleed class. Excellent course. Excellent course. I see. Let's see. Oliver Prepper says, if you're looking for storage room, put your stuff in 5-gallon buckets and get a piece of plywood and lay your bed mattress on it. Yeah, that's something you can do. That's absolutely something you can do. But what we were talking about was the using square ones, because round ones, like when you try to stuff something round into a corner, you're wasting space. And the focus of this live stream is prepping in small spaces. Let's see here. I want a freeze-dried machine so bad. Dehydrated stuff weighs significantly less, makes traveling with it easier, and can pack more. Yes, 100%. 100%. The only thing is you have to remember that you have to. It's funny too when we start talking about packing more things. If you are in a situation where water is a real issue for you while you're moving around, then now you have to reuse the same amount of water that you took out of the food, actually probably more, just to rehydrate the food. But yes, generally, if you have the ability to produce water, then you'll be okay. Let's see here. I use Home Depot totes. I also don't like the taper. It just makes them stackable for shipping empty. I got you. Home Depot totes. I don't think I've ever seen a Home Depot tote before. I'm going to look that up. Lowe's and Sam's have great totes, black with yellow tops. Yes, I've actually been buying a lot of those. I think right now Lowe's has got them on sale for $9 and something cents. I'm almost grabbed a couple this last weekend, but my totes right now, I don't need any totes. So yes. Okay, so we're gonna get where are we at here, man? We are crushing it on YouTube today, guys. 32 to 19. Rumble, you guys are. All right, what do we got here? I've made galvanized sheet metal trunks with handles on each end and stacked them for space saving. Even store solar panels and such as Faraday boxes. I've got you. That's galvanized sheet metal trunks. That's some heavy duty stuff right there, man. That's pretty freaking awesome. I mean, there's a weight issue, but that's still pretty freaking awesome. Okay, guys, you guys are distracting the hell out of me. Time to sip some coffee. We got to get through this. We're only like halfway through this, and we're 45 minutes into this. You guys are killing me. All right, so medical supplies, compact first aid kits, small portable kits with essential supplies. Brands that you may know are Adventure Medical Kits and Surviveware. Multi-use medical items like Israel bandages that serve multiple functions. Did you know that, for instance, you can use an Israel bandage as a tourniquet, a splint, or a pressure dressing? Yes, you know that now. Folding splints, lightweight, can be used for various injuries. An example of that is the Mighty Sam splint. It's in every one of my kits. Tools and equipment. Multi-tools. We're back on that sucker again, man. Compact tools that include knives, pliers, screwdrivers, etc. Oh my! Brands, Leatherman and Gerber, and obviously there's some out there that are cheaper. And frankly, they do just as good a damn job. It's a multi-tool. It's not, I don't know. Compact fire starters, small, reliable fire starting tools. Example, ferrocerium rods, waterproof matches, and portable solar chargers, small foldable panels for charging electronics, and brand names like Jackery, Goal Zero, and Anchor. Shelter and sleeping gear, emergency blankets, compact and lightweight thermal blankets, i.e. Mylar emergency blankets. And we also spoke earlier of wool blankets. Inflatable sleeping bags, inflatable sleeping pads, roll up to the side to a small size, but provide comfort and insulation. Brands are Thermarest and Kilmet. Compact tents and tarps, lightweight and packable shelter options. Example are bivy sacks or ultralight tarps. In my get home my bug out bag, I had a thermal lined bivy sack, and I used also I didn't use an ultralight tarp. I used a standard tarp that's actually designed. You can buy them on Amazon. It's designed to be used for multiple things. All right. So now we're going to move into lighting and communication. Compact lanterns, small collapsible lanterns for illuminations. Brands are Ozark Trail, Black Diamond, and Goal Zero. Also, you can get some headlamps. They're very versatile and great for hands-free lighting. Those brands are Ozark Trail, Petzl, and Black Diamond. Two-way radios, small radios for communications. Brands are Balfang, Motorola, and Midland. And these are just examples. These are just so they like in the video, you're like, oh, where can I get those? Oh, what's that? All right, let's see here. Number 7, cooking and heating. Folding stoves, compact stoves for cooking and boiling water. Brands, Coleman, Esbit, MSR, Pocket Rocket. Also, solid fuel tabs, small and easy to store for emergency cooking. And the example is the mighty Esbit fuel tablet. Where are we at here? Compact cookware, nesting pots and utensils. Example, Stanley Coleman Pathfinder School. In fact, I got to throw the shameless promotion in there. The Grail that we're going to be giving away, it's also coming with a Pathfinder nesting cup. So if you don't have your prep stock tickets, prepstock.net, you probably need to get them because the list just keeps going on. I don't even know a bunch of the stuff that Jess has got companies to get. I only tell you guys about the stuff that I got. So yeah, that's happening. We got to figure out a schedule, like a way to give this stuff away, you know? All right, let's see here. Personal hygiene, compact toiletries, travel size hygiene products. Example, mini toothpaste, collapsible toothbrush. Also portable toilets, small foldable toilet systems. Brands, Reliance, Clear Water or Clean Waste, and trip tips, all one word. Hygiene kits, prepackaged kits for personal care. Example, Adventure and Convenience Kits International. All right, let's see here. Let's go and see what was in the chat. You guys were saying a bunch of stuff. Home Depot, Lowe's buckets. We did the galvanized steel. Oh, I left that up there. Huh? Okay. Where we got here? It's a Hill portable water filtration system. You will never have to worry about water again. It pumps and filters. Just need to be by a water source. How much is that? It's a Hell. How much? Big Prepper. How much does that cost? Oops says, where we at? Light gauge metal, 24, 36.50, weighs less than 15 pounds. That's still, I mean, it's heavier than a tote, but I really do like the idea of having some kind of metal tote because the plastic ones do degrade. Even if you store them correctly, I mean, they will break at some point. And with shrinkflation these days, they're making plastic thinner and thinner by micromillimeters every day. So let's see here. Let's see here. All American Prepper says, I live in an 8 by 10 shed, and I have over 100 5-gallon buckets stacked to the roof and under my bed and mattress. And we live in here with 3 dogs. And yes, it is very tight. Yes, I've seen the videos. Let's see here. Creative Redundancy says folding stoves are handy and easy to nest a lighter in. Gotcha. Where are we at here? Big Prepper says it's $229 worth every dime. Water is necessary to survive. Yeah, exactly. And what? Let me see. What was the name of that again? Eye to Hill, huh? It won't let me highlight it. Let me go to a web page here. Eye to Hill, because I want to look at this later. Where am I now? ITEHIL water filter. Let's see if this thing does everything. Gotcha. 196. Ice Springs, Eye to Hill portable self-pump water filter system. Oh, you're talking about reverse osmosis. I got you, bro. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, we're going to go back over to that right there. And let's go ahead and check out. So right now I've got 28 people in the chat. And on the YouTube side, if you guys have not done the poll, now is the time to do it. We're running out of time right now. The question was, do you think you have enough food stores put back? It was 35% yes and 65% no. If you haven't done the poll yet, please do that now while we do the final chats and stuffs and all this stuff. I need to check the Rumble chat. Rumble, as usual, these people, you're just a bunch of lurkers, you rumblers, you dirty rumblers, you. What do we got? I don't hide current. There we go. All right. There we go. Okay. So it looks like things, we got a couple more votes. Where we at? 35, 65, still 65% of people think that they don't have enough stuff put back. So I guess the question is, as we close this out, for those with limited space, focusing on multifunctional, compact, and smartly packed items is very key. By utilizing vertical and hidden spaces, you choosing versatile gear, and regularly managing. It's something you have to do. Manage your inventory. You can maintain a high level of preparedness without the need for extensive storage spaces. This approach ensures that you're well prepared for emergencies while making efficient use of the available space. Let's see here. Where are we at? Hick Down, and he says, "Yeah, I avoid YouTube like the plague too, Andy." I'm working, for God's sake, Andy said. Sick Down, and he says, "I'm here." I got you guys. I got you. It's never a complaint. It's always an observation. All right, let's see here. So don't forget that 1-2 question for the algorithm. Oh, I see. All right, that's right. Thank you. I got sidetracked. Okay, so let's close this out with an algorithm question. Okay, guys. So the question on the poll was, do you think you have enough food stores put back? And 35% said yes, and 65% said no. Now, a percentage of you don't have a plan, and that's why you said yes. I'm sorry, that's why you said no, most likely. I'm not saying it is. That's my view of it, okay? Because almost everybody who wants more always says they don't have enough. Now, with that said, let's mold this dough of preparedness real quick and ask the question. Let me make sure I get this right. If you think that you have 75% of the stores that you really want based on your plan put back, put a 1 in the chat. I'm kind of curious because I think everybody pretty much always sits right at around 75% of what they're happy with. Let's see here. And I'm going to answer some questions while you guys do that. Let's see here. Let's see. I have USB and DC power. Where'd it go? I have USB and DC powered submersible pumps to pump water to wherever from the water found for reality check. And the bins, stored bins, are amazing money savers. First time. All right, gotcha. Let's see here. Came out over $1,000 worth of. I'm not sure what that means. Dang, shopping spree. My goal is 1 year minimum. I don't have 1 year yet. Gotcha, Tuck. All American says, in my opinion, unless you're a millionaire, you never have enough put back. That's I recommend. Okay, gotcha. We got some 2s, we got some 1.5s, we got a 1. Even found Big Berkey BB filters 2 for $4. Oh my God, please don't do that. Please never buy. Guys, listen, there's a secret to the Big Berkey filters that I don't share with a lot of people because there's a lot of controversy around it. Okay. So the Big Berkey filters are normally about $170 for the 9-inch filters. Okay. The company that I am an affiliate for is the Water Machine, and the Water Machine uses the same 9-inch Big Berkey filters, the same 9-inch Big Berkey filters that are made in Texas in the same factory that the Big Berkey filters are made in Texas. Are you seeing all the similarities in what I'm saying? And my filters are only $75, and they're the real deal. If you're paying $4 for a Big Berkey filter, you just bought a bunch of Chinese crap, and I'll stake my reputation on it because I've been doing this for a while with the water purification, and I know exactly where a lot of these filters are made. So now you know that. If you're interested in buying like real water filters that really do the job and not paying $170 for a set of 2 9-inch Berkey water filters, then do me a favor, go to localprepper.net, go to my trusted items, go to the Water Machine, and then order filters there. Also, I think I have a code there someplace too, so make sure you check that out on the localprepper.net webpage. Where are we at here? I have a year stored for myself, but need to store a year for my aging father who won't prep. Yes, Annie. Unfortunately, that does happen. That does happen. True big Berkey's nines, not fakes. Okay. Good luck. Good luck with that. All right, so let's see here. We got lots of ones, 1.5. So everybody is at a different level of preparedness in their mind. But let me leave you with this question. Have you actually put it on paper? Have you actually said, like, figured out either using the meal version, the meal plan, or the caloric plan, and said that you need so many calories, per person per day, and then this particular food offers this amount of calories, and we're going to eat this, and come up with a baseline to say that I need to have 15,000 calories based off of my family needs every day, and then associated that with food, and then put that on paper to say, I now need 50 cans of beans. I need 50 cans of corn. I need 50 cans of string beans. I need 50 bags of rice. You know what I'm saying? Have you actually sat down and put that on paper, or at least found some cheat sheet online? Because if not, you're kind of screwing yourself. All right, guys, I think that's going to be about it today. As usual, on your way out the door, please hit that thumbs up button. I noticed we've had people been slacking a little bit. They hang out all day long, and then they forget to just go bloop. That's all I'm asking for. If you're here for the first time, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. This is the kind of content you're going to get Monday through Friday, and I even make videos. I'm going to make a couple today. As usual, or no, not as usual, but if you want to support the channel, there are links below. Spend your money appropriately. You're adults, do as you want. I do recommend that people get into the Patreon, because still, Priscilla never showed up to get her prize, guys. Priscilla never showed up to get her prize. It's waterproof Bowfang. I'm going to be giving away to the Patreons, not the free Patreons, the real Patreons. We'll be giving that away tonight if she doesn't contact me by 7 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, let's see. That's going to be about it. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you, which will be for my followers in the Discord right after this, and for everybody else, probably Friday, or I don't know, something like that. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.